everybody. Today we will be talking about the Tier 2 license for businesses. The businesses are in a very good atmosphere at the moment as far as home office is concerned, because home office is quite lenient at the moment about issuing Tier 2 licenses to the businesses. Tier 2 license is a license for your business to sponsor a migrant worker, either they are whether they are in country or you want to sponsor somebody from outside the country if you need for your work. We understand the UK is actually facing a workforce shortage at the moment, and therefore home office is quite lenient. Who is eligible? Every business running in the UK is eligible for this Tier 2 category. To become a sponsor, to issue Tier 2 sponsorship to the workers, migrant workers who are not settled in the UK. So, whatever business you are, however small you are, you can still apply for it. Normally, we advise that a business should have been running for minimum 6 months before they apply for a Tier 2 license, because then they would be able to provide the necessary documentation and establish that they are good business. VAT registration is not a essential requirement, but it is recommended. You must have a business premises. You must be registered as a business legal entity, whether as a company or as a sole proprietorship. Also, you must have all the necessary registrations. For example, registration with HMRC, having a UTR and UTR number, or a company registration certificate. These things you must have. The authorization officer for your company must be a settled person who shall be issuing these sponsor licenses. Doesn't mean the owner of the company, but whosoever you appoint, the authorization officer has to be a settled person in the UK with a settled status. Moreover, you need to provide business registration. For example, if you are a specific kind of business and you need supervisory registrations, if I take an example, you are a law firm, so you have to be registered with the Law Society or the SRA, so you have to provide those certificates as well. If you have somebody in mind and you want to sponsor that specific person, it is always advisable that you provide their details as well. The documents you have to provide, necessary documents, you must provide the rent agreement or the lease agreement for the business you are running. You must provide the business bank statement for howsoever long period you are running. If you are VAT registered, the registration certificate. If you are a taxpayer, the annual accounts. If your business has been running for more than a year, you have to provide the business bank statement for the period of running of the business. Like I said, if you have specific person in mind you want to sponsor, you should apply. You should actually provide their details as well. You have to provide a detailed reason why you are applying for the business sponsorship license, the Tier 2 sponsorship license or skilled worker sponsorship license. It is very important to provide detailed reasoning that why your business needs it, how it would help your business to grow or sustain, and what is your future plan with the business, which would actually get benefit from having a Tier 2 sponsor license or skilled worker license. Also, you need to provide the details of your current employees. You must have employer liability insurance, and you have to provide the documentation for that. The fee for application, if you are there are two kinds of sponsor organizations. One is small and one is medium and large. The small size is if your turnover is less than £1 million, you are hiring already less than 50 employees, then you are a small size firm. Or if you are a charitable registered charity, then also this fee of £536 will apply to you. But if you are a medium size or large size, then 1,476 is the required fee. Normal time period for application decision is around 8 to 10 weeks. Due to corona backlog, sometime it delays, or maybe your application is technical, so it takes some extra time. But normally it's 8 to 10 weeks. Also, if you want to get a decision early, you can apply for the priority service. The priority service extra fee is £500, and you will be getting a decision within 5 working days. There is whenever you issue a course, there is a fee for that, again depending whether you are a small or medium size or large size. Normally for a small size, you have to pay for a 5-year sponsorship course. The certificate of sponsorship, you have to pay around £1,800 for the migrant, per migrant. There are two kinds of licenses given to you. One is defined and one is undefined. When you apply for the license, automatically you are granted, if you are approved, you are granted undefined license, which means that you can actually sponsor somebody in country. Remember that if there are certain categories which are exempted from the skilled worker fee, if you are applying, like for example, if you are hiring a student who is studying here or who has recently qualified, then the fee of this skilled worker fee of 1800 will be exempted. In other cases, you will have to pay the fee, and you will be hiring undefined costs employees from within the UK. But if you want to hire somebody from outside the UK, you will have to apply for a defined cost separately to the Home Office, giving the reason why you want to hire this person, how you found this person, interview procedures, and blah blah blah. Everything you have to provide, and then you will be issued a defined cost specifically for that person, and then that person can apply for it. It is an easy application. Every business must apply for it if you believe that you may need a migrant worker for your business. Still, it is advisable that always seek help from a professional. You can always call us or offices in Central London or East London. We are more than happy to help you. You can do yourself, but because it's a technical application and a lot is on stake, so it is always advisable that you take help of professionals. If you have any questions, or details are on the screen, you can call us anytime, you can book an appointment, and we are more than happy to help.